Good afternoon, AP Seminar. So today you guys are going to work on limitations and implications. That is the objectives for today. I don't have a slideshow to go over. They're not very complicated, and I trust you guys will be able to figure them out with just simple definitions, but we're going to use a worksheet to actually go over them, and you're going to read an article. So first, let me share my screen because I am a visual learner, as I'm sure some of you are as well. Okay, so this is a worksheet you're going to work on today, and it does have the definitions on it. So there are what we call limitations, and there are what we call implications. So implications, as defined by College Board, is a possible future effect or result. So when we talk about a solution or we talk about a answer to a question, we have to kind of put that in perspective of what will come about from knowing this information, right? What could be the future results? So if we discover some type of way of mining for coal that is less impactful on the climate, then an implication of that would be reduced waste on the global environment. So that is an implication. A limitation, however, is us admitting that we are not perfect, and so that everything we come up with potentially has an issue or a point that we can't fix completely. And so the definition that College Board says is a boundary or point at which an argument or generalization is no longer valid. So we have to recognize that our arguments may not be perfect and that we have to acknowledge that we came up with a solution, yet there may be one thing that unravels the entire solution. So in your projects for PT1 and PT2, you will recognize both of those things. You'll see there are actually rubric rows that discuss that. But in order for you to be able to practice that, you're going to look at it in a couple of different ways. So one, you're going to read an article. So this is an article that's actually exceptional. Now you guys just did your tiers of credibility. So you're going to look at the author of the article, not the author rather, but the container. So Vox, and you're going to say, not super credible. However, our tier 4s and tier 3s can still be credible. They can still be relevant information. It's just not the most trustworthy. But what's really nice about this article is they themselves do a bunch of research. So as you scroll through, you're going to read multiple perspectives about the subject matter, which is exercising to lose weight and why it's not effective. Which seems like a very weird position to take, but you'll read through and they give a bunch of research from different perspectives for you to look at. Every time they bring up a perspective, they link them in there so you can click if you want and see the data and results from where they got their information from. So the research papers will pop up for you. So read the article first and look at how they talk about limitations and implications. I'll put a discussion post for you to acknowledge what those limitations and implications are that they state in the article, so you'll share them back to me. And then the second part is you will complete this worksheet. And so each person will do it themselves, but you're welcome to discuss together if you need some support. You've got your group of 5 there to help you out. I want you to come up with a problem, and it can be something happening within your school. It can be something happening within the world if you want to go there. It could be happening in America. You choose the problem. So you state the problem, and then you come up with a potential solution, a suggested solution. Once you've done that, you're going to acknowledge the implications of what that solution would do. And there are a couple of questions there to answer to help you state that. And then you're going to discuss the limitations of that solution. Because again, nobody's perfect. We have to acknowledge that and realize that we may have the greatest ideas ever, but one idea can always unravel another. And then once you've looked at both implications and limitations, go back and revise your solution. See how you can make it more effective, how you could acknowledge those limitations and try to avoid those ones. Again, nothing will ever be perfect, but we can try and be more perfect. So that's what you're going to work on today. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, I'll put that discussion post there, and I will see you all on our next live. Oh. Stop presenting and stop recording.